I'm back. Welcome. It's been over a month since I've made a video, and that is for good reason. I've been on holiday for a month from class, been staying at home trying to do work, and I've just felt terrible. It's been freezing, it's winter where I am, and I don't do well in holidays, just having boundless free time to do anything. I end up just doing nothing. And on top of the freezing cold, I just felt horrible and disgusting almost every day. But we're back. It's been week 1, and I'm very excited to tell you about that and look back on semester 1. So I think the best place to start would be where I left off last time, when I was extremely stressed about my marks for that final exam because it almost killed me. I have very good news. I did very well in that exam somehow. I literally have no idea how, but all of that caffeine pulled me through, and I'm happy with my marks for that. Going forward, though, I think I should not skip my readings, even if I'm understanding the content and the lectures are kind of a supplement to the readings. It just makes writing the test a whole lot more difficult. So I know for this next semester not to skip any readings because I will screw myself on the tests and the exam. Another part of the retrospective, shall we say, is as I went on every other week, my sleep schedule. And to be honest, it got really messed up during the holidays. Probably another reason why I felt horrible. Being awake when the sun is down and it's winter is not a good way to feel happy. No, it's cold, and it's even colder because there's no sun to warm me up. So coming into this last week, I tried to sleep earlier, at least for like 2 days beforehand, and I mean it really helped. I felt really happy. Like just being on campus, being in class, I felt so amazing and so happy just being there. So sleep schedule is going okay. It's not terrible like it was in the last few weeks of term 1, but can be improved, obviously. Yeah, overall, marks for semester 1 are very good. I'm very happy. I'm looking forward to semester 2. I'm just, it's that fear that I'm going to mess it up after all of the work that I've put in, but there's nothing to mess up yet. The first test is only in week 5, so I have time to feel that stress before I actually have to do the thing that's going to make me stressed. Speaking of doing the thing, you should go do that thing that you need to do. So, what did I do during the holidays? Like I said, it was horrible and disgusting, but it was probably the best holidays I've ever had. I did at least 2 things over an entire month. I presented at a conference, and it was a weekend, Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, and it was amazing. It was really fun. Enjoyed it. It was at another university in another province, so went on a bus ride there and back both days. It was very fun, and I enjoy presenting. I love talking. That's why I'm doing this. But yeah, enjoyed it a lot. The second thing that I did was I submitted my article to a journal to be published, and it got rejected. I submitted it again, and it's gotten rejected again. So I'm looking for a third journal to submit it to. If it gets rejected again, then I should probably revise it. My rejection so far, they haven't given any comments. It's just been, oh, we're really sorry. Entering into this journal is very competitive and we couldn't take yours. So I have no idea what could be wrong with it. Maybe I submitted it to the wrong journal. Maybe it's at the wrong time. They're looking at other topics that are more popular. But, I kind of want to submit it to a third journal. Hopefully they keep it for a lot longer than the previous one, so I don't have to think about it until after my first few tests. But you know what? That's how life goes. If I want to be a writer and an academic, I'm going to be rejected a million times. So it's good that I'm being rejected now and getting used to that punch in the gut when you see the email come through. Result, unfortunately. But yeah, the second rejection went a lot better than the first one. I was only depressed for one night, whereas the first one I was depressed for a couple days. But yeah, another piece of good news, I got offered another tutoring job for this semester. I don't know if you remember, but originally I was only supposed to tutor first semester for the extended module, but someone smiled down on me. Someone got a lecturing job, so they had to resign tutoring. So the department offered me the job, and I happily took that because, we know, I want to be a lecturer. So as much practice as I can get, I'm going to take it. So I'm very excited for that. It's still first years, so it's kind of the same class that I was tutoring last semester, but it's completely different students. But I'm very excited to be tutoring students that chose philosophy, when the students last semester didn't necessarily choose philosophy. So I had to pitch it as guys, I know you don't actually want to be here, you have to, but we can get through this together. At least with students that have picked it, I can say. Some of you might have actually wanted to be here. Most of you probably also just need the credits, but I'm still excited to tutor. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the retrospective, I guess. Looking towards the future, like I said, I need to do my readings. My research is basically done. We're just doing final edits, make sure I'm clarifying stuff, adding in definitions, maybe contrasting it with other stuff. Just final, second last layer of polish before it's done and I can forget about it. So I'm very happy for that, because a lot of my thoughts on the same topic now are becoming stuff I'd have to put in my master's, into a PhD, into a book, even, because I'm an overthinker. So all the thoughts that I'm having now can't even fit in the essay. So I really have to give it to my supervisor to be like, what haven't I addressed? Because the things that I think I haven't addressed is an entire book chapter that needs to define these terms. But yeah, it's almost done. Very happy about that. I'm preparing to start writing a second article while this other one is hopefully going to be under review from a journal, actually under review, not just, no, we're not publishing this. And yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to in terms of my research, in terms of content. This semester we're doing psychoanalysis from a continental philosophy lens, which I'm very excited for because I don't like psychoanalysis, particularly the Freudian stuff. We're doing Lacan, who's a French psychoanalyst, came after Freud, and sort of talks about his stuff. He says that we're going back to Freud, but kind of does completely new, different stuff. So I'm very excited to do something I don't like because I can actually have reasons for not liking it. And if I do end up liking it, I can then change my opinion and say, no, I actually kind of like Lacanian psychoanalysis. So far, I'm like, it's kind of cool. Some of those ideas I can use for my future book or whatever. Kind of like it, but still, that's more the philosophical angle. On the actual psychoanalysis as a therapy side, I'm still I don't really know. Don't know what it is exactly that I could say. I don't like it because of this. I just kind of don't like it. But yeah, it's going well so far. So happy. I'm going to say it again. I'm so happy to be back in class because the holiday was horrible. Yeah, I'm looking forward to term 3, making more of these videos as, getting better at my reading and my writing, which was go all the way in episode 0. I'm getting better, which I'm really happy for. I'm actually seeing the fruits of my goals that I set. It's actually coming to pass, even though obviously it's not where I wanted to be, whatever that means, because I don't even know. But the fact that I'm seeing progress is good, and I need to recognize that that's the thing, not just get bogged down in today I have 3 tutorials because I'm covering for someone, and tomorrow I have this, I have a lecture, I have to meet with my supervisor, I have to do this, I have to, just take a second and pause and say, yeah, no, I am, going through Being and Time, one of the most difficult books, making decent progress on it. I'm reading this stuff. I'm having more, advanced thoughts that don't really fit in the essay. That's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. I'll see you next week. I'll try to go back to getting these out on Friday. As you can see, it's Sunday. I've just been putting the video off since the middle of the holidays. I was supposed to make a video, but we already know how I felt during the holidays, and this week was just getting back into it, so happy it's not 11 o'clock at night. It's still a bit early that I'm doing this. Next week I'll try and get it on Friday, like I said. The song for this week, it's mainly the song for the holidays because I didn't make a video. So it's Crimson and Clover by Joan, Jett and the Blackhearts. Really, really good. I love that. I know there's different versions and I kind of like all of them, but I really like the Joan Jett version. And yeah, I will see you next week. Bye.